Hello gamers, Powered Heal here, and we are just going to go over another Scarlet Monastery run. This time it's going to be Armory. You usually run Armory and Cath together, so basically you'll run Armory runs until you lock out, and then you'll do a Cath if you're low level, and then as you get higher level, you'll basically do the opposite. You'll run Cath runs, until you're about to lock out, then you do an Armory run. So that's kind of how you usually kind of mix things in. And this is going to be just demonstrating the Armory run. We've already got a Cath run that will be available. So I'm just going to let this play because I already narrated it. You might hear some fishing sounds in the background. But yeah, so if you like it, like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy the video. Hello, Powered Shield here, and we are going to do an Armory guide right now. So it's basically the same concepts in the other video we did for Cath that's going to apply. There's not going to be any boss kiting for this. It'll kind of show how things go, generally speaking, stuff like that. So waiting for people to get mana. Doing a little fishing on my alt on the side here. I think everybody has buffs, right? Yeah, everybody has buffs. This instance, you don't need block to pull, but block is still the superior way to pull. The reason why block isn't as important is because most of these mobs are melee mobs, so it's a lot easier to manipulate them via just like the standard just like standard, kiting tricks, should you say. Just waiting a moment. I'll put a timestamp in the video if this goes up. We can skip a little bit, fast forward. I don't know. It's really for right now. Yeah. Wow, it's a good thing we skipped, huh? This guy wants to go, okay. There we go. So you shield your puller again, and he's gonna go down to the mobs. You walk up. Again, you're kind of just trailing. You can't really trail so well in this, so you're just kind of looking to see. See, I'm following him with my cursor here. We're just trying to make sure he doesn't have to block early. So if he does, we can run to him. Looks like he's going to be fine. He's probably going to block right there. Yep, blocks right there. Going to let all the mobs come to him. And then start the blizzard, so then I immediately powered shield after the blizzard comes out. Remember, the reason why you don't touch him before the blizzard comes out is because then the aggro will switch to you, so they'll come running off the block and starting attacking you. So again, you put some shields on your big hitters here, waiting for our next cooldown. These mobs are very easy, both in the sense that we're kind of over leveled for here, but also they're all like melee mobs. If you have Spirit Tap, you try and wand a low one to get your Spirit Tap buff. Probably not going to make a difference in most cases because everybody has to drink after these typically, so. And our other mage is back. This guy's Straggler. You can kind of do a lot of things with Stragglers. You can just like kill them like this. You can, if a Straggler comes up during a pull, the best thing to do is to poly it. Have the mage poly it. You don't really want to fear it as a priest unless you know it's safe to fear, which it's almost hard to ever know that as a priest. The only time I feel like it's ever safe to fear is kind of towards the end of a pull. Oh shit. Oh, my bad. I was looking at my fisher here. So this guy is gonna go. These hallways, there's nothing really that tricky about them, but they're a little bit more cramped than in Cathedral, right? So you just have to kind of trust the process that he's not dead or not dying, and you have to really wait if they Nova stuff. You sometimes, depending on how many hallways they pull, like how deep they go, you have to be somewhat quick about getting to them, because a lot of times they'll Nova the first set of mobs, so you can't follow them right away, but you also can't like hang back too long, or else you'll not be there in time to Blizzard. Block does have a very long, I guess you could say, like, duration. You know, like you can sit in it quite a while. So you don't have to worry about it too much, but it is something to keep in mind. What? Okay. So we're just waiting for the next pull. What I do sometimes is I'll tell people, like, if you're gonna pull next, go to the front. If there's no otherwise no communication, you know, that's how you... It's an easy way to do it. Or you can have them make the side-to-side motion like I'm ready. So again, we can't follow this guy super close because the mobs are Nova'd. But the reason why they Nova there is so that they can pick up more mobs. So it's not incorrect for him to Nova. Just see here, he's already in the ice block. Okay, the blizzard's down. Sometimes you want to give it a second because you want to try and make sure that all the mobs are hit by the blizzard before you shield, because if they aren't, you'll, like, the straggler will come running to the group. It can just be annoying. Not really that big a deal. You can just poly it most of the time. Okay. Sometimes you'll have, like, leftover mobs like this. It's not a big deal. Kill them any way you want. So there's a little bit left, but I think he got most of it, is what he's saying, basically, in the last hallway. So, yeah, that is the Armory, and it's a lot quicker than Cath once you're geared. This is probably the easiest one to spell Cleave, because it's very forgiving, because there's, like, no casters, so you can kind of, like I said, you don't even need to block pull, but it's just better to block pull, so there's no reason not to block pull. But, yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. I'm going to restart the stream in a second here. I'm just ending it here so I get a clean VOD.
Unlike other brands,